Alright, well, this is a vid request from Cap 10323. He wanted to see all my push mowers. Well, I have 30 of them, starting with my favorite, and probably most of y'all's, the Panzer 1980s MTD 3.5 horse Briggs & Stratton Classic. KM2 stood for kill mower 2. I used to call my push mowers kill mowers. I don't really do that anymore, but this is something I did back when 2001, somewhere around there. About 10 years ago, so it's a relic now. I'm standing on another one of mine. Get off of that. 2001 Murray Briggs & Stratton 3.5 horse Classic. Got it brand new when I graduated high school in 2001. It was only used for about a year or two, and it just sits there now because it's just a basic regular cheapo mower. But considering it's now about 10 years old and still in fairly new condition, it's like an antique, I guess, in a way. Now off into the backyard, all the rest of my push mowers. Craftsman 4.5 horse Tecumseh. It's a pile of junk. 6.25 Briggs & Stratton Craftsman front drive. The electric start. Not sure what year Murray this one is, but that's my parts mower for my retreaded red big wheel Murray. Another 4.5 Tecumseh Craftsman mower. A Boland's 4.5 horse. Another Craftsman with a Briggs, not sure what size because the top cover is missing. 4 horse Murray. Another 6 horse Craftsman. I think that's a 6 or 6.25 Murray bagger. That's a newer model Murray, but it has an older engine sitting on top of it. This motor does not go to it. It actually is in the motor that I have for this is actually in the garage. I just happened to put this motor block on here from another old frame just so it's not sitting in the grass. This one is 2005 frame, okay. Front wheel drive MTD mulcher bagger without the bag. I think that's a 5 horse Quattro, or Quantum, I mean. Overall, this junk. One of my favorite classics here. It's a 1990 or 1991 Montgomery Ward's rear-wheel drive, self-propelled, with a 3.75 Sprint. Another 6 horse Tecumseh Craftsman. 6.5 Tecumseh Craftsman. And a 5 horse Quantum on a older style, my favorite old school Murray frame with modernized rear wheels and handle from an MTD. That mower there is a 22-inch weed eater, but that is a customer's mower, does not belong to me. A Craftsman with a Toro engine cover, Toro GTS, it's a Tecumseh. My favorite Murray 5.5 horse Quantum Briggs, retreaded with bike tire, front wheel drive, 2004 model. A really old 80s Craftsman with a Tecumseh with the funny primer button in top of the cover. Bagger is front drive, 22 cut. It's really cool, actually, especially for being a Tecumseh powered mower. I actually really like that one. These are some of my junker parts mowers. This one was recently had its engine taken off for a repower on a weed eater of the same type that had a blown engine. This trash pick pile of crap here, good for parts probably, maybe it can be fixed, I don't know. And this other one here, all in pieces, missing stuff, but Both of them are Murrays. Back here, I've got an aluminum deck Honda. I think it's a 4-horse, 4.5, not sure, missing everything. It's not front-wheel drive, or self-propelled, should I say. 1982 Murray with a 3.5 horse Briggs. This thing's a mosquito fogger, basically. It smokes really bad, needs new rings. Last but not least, in the back corner of the yard, a Mulch Ready Power Pro. These are basically the Kmart branded push mowers. Very old. I'm not sure, but I think these were made by AYP. Considering that the wheels look a lot like Craftsman wheels, with, they're supposed to have the little black caps, and the way the frame is made, it looks really, yeah, it does. Okay, American Yard Products, AYP. All right, a Kawasaki overhead valve snapper, the only snapper I have, and I wish it had a Briggs instead of a Kawasaki. It's rear-wheel drive. Got this really crazy drive system on it. Heavy mower. Just got this one not long ago. It's a plastic deck Honda 5-horse Harmony with a hydrostatic drive system. Pretty cool. And then under this big white tub I have some of the cooler ones here. A Toro GTS XL 6-horse Briggs, rear drive. It's kind of in pieces, but maybe able to fix it, not sure. And this is the very last one, and the weirdest and neatest of all of mine. Only thing on it says is power propelled, and there's a little tag down here. You can't read nothing on it. It's all faded off except a model number, K22-287A. It's the only thing you can read on it. But it uses, I got it removed here, but there's a drive gear that meshes with the wheel that actually drives it. It's a side shaft motor. It's got a chain drive through here, and it drives the, there you go, you can see the drive gear on this side. And it drives the mower. Not sure what brand it is. It's yellow with a white motor, or was white. Engine date on the motor, as long as it's the original engine, which I'm assuming it is. Stated it's a 1979, I think is what it said. Let me double check. I'm not for sure. I forget stuff all the time. If I can find the code again. Yeah, okay. Right there, 1979. So that's probably, yeah, that is my oldest push mower I have, and the second oldest engine I have. Not sure what it is. I've only seen a couple like it, and every one I've seen never had a manufacturer's name on them, so I don't know who made it. But it's really cool, and I'd like to fix it up and keep it. It's kind of neat. It's different. You don't see one like that every day. But anywho, there's all 30. I did have 31, but once I took the engine off this weed eater, I was no longer 31, now 30. I don't count decks as a mower. If it has no motor on it, I don't count it. I'm only counting the ones that have an engine block bolted to frame. So there is all 30 of my push mowers. So Cap 10323, I hope this is what you were wanting. Stay tuned for more vids as always. Laters.